Hello, it's Marnilynn here of Ebb and Flow Imagery's YouTube channel. Today I'm working on the page from my coloring book called Flower Balls. What I'm doing here is trying to figure out which way I want to color it. And I'm going to outline the whole picture so I have some boundaries on my color and I don't go right to the edge of the paper. This one was another hard one to work on, much like the spheres, because there was so much detail in the picture I was having a hard time getting going. But I did start with yellow to give myself a starting base, and I have learned in all the coloring I've been doing over the past few weeks to color what comes to my mind, and if it isn't going to work, I can color over it again. I have lots of crayons here, and as I've said before, I need more crayons to give me a sense of lots of colors. This ball I'm working on has itself situated beside what could be a corridor going down underground. I'm not sure, but I am going to color it to make it look like I'm going way down deep in a corridor. This was quite an interesting project, and it's nice to see what it can look like after I have done the doodle, because as I'm drawing the doodle, I have no idea what it's going to look like, so this is helping me to see what I can do in future doodles. So I just do a little bit on this corridor because I need to figure out what colors I want to use. I'm using a nice green in this area just to show the same thing going across the page. Starting to work on one of the flower balls. I have a science fiction interest, so a lot of my doodles are very sci-fi looking. Adding some gold metallic crayon and some gold in the centers of some of these spots here. I don't really know how it's going to work yet, but it almost looks like it's blankets over top of different shapes. Now some blue metallic on this section, and again it almost looks like it's blankets or blanketing different shapes on the picture. Now I'm coloring over top of the gold with a pink color, and on this side too. I could start seeing some 3D dimension coming out of this, some squared corners, but I still needed some time to put some more color on before I decided what I wanted to do. And again, I'm doing the black because I really like the look of the black and white and red combination. And this fills in pretty quick and does give lots of definition to the picture. Around this flower ball, I see lots of different things popping out as I am coloring and drawing. And as I turn the page, it changes the whole image in my mind's eye. But I do have to turn the page in order to color. Adding some black. I did start using a navy blue because I found that to be an interesting color, not always black. This picture took me, I believe, close to 2 hours to color, and I did spread it out over almost a week's time as I was working on other videos. Checkerboard effect. A little bit more detail on this flower with some pretty blue and some pink. And like I say, this was a difficult piece to color, but once it was done, I really enjoyed it. I do like the square and triangular shapes. I like the circles too, but when I was doing spheres, that was a difficult one to do because it was all circles. I didn't want to get into as much detail as I did with Woman in a Headdress. That one took me hours to color. It does look great, all finished, but I'm finding that it's quicker to just do the one color and have the colors of the design coming through the color over top. Some more black and white. My dog Leela is chewing on a stick in the background. I hear her chewing. I'm adding some more with my felt pen, and I didn't want to ruin my chalkboard that I'm drawing on. And some red. And it's amazing, once you start coloring with the color, you can see all sorts of different places where you can add it. I like the look of the yellow going through. You can see it kind of off in the distance, and then as it gets closer. Lots of colors to choose from. So now I'm just getting an idea of how I want to do the folds. Some areas I see it as flat, and some areas I see it as round. More black outlining this section. Here's the blue I was talking about. Just a little different than the black. Not as harsh. Some more color over top of this area. Now, more blue. Lots of blue. And some yellow. I found that the yellow that I had colored earlier, I did go over top of it. And here's the darker purple to give it more of a flat area. Just trying to think of what I want to do. Some pink on top. Looks like it's in the sunlight. Lots of coloring. It's really interesting watching it sped up. I think I've got this 1000% faster. It's gone from an hour and 47 minutes down to 9 minutes and 20 seconds for this video. Coloring over top with a, I think it's a pink, rose pink metallic, and some silver metallic color. And highlighting some of the black a little bit more, and the blue. Starting to come together. Starting to see a finish line. Now I want to add some red. Oh, actually this is orange. Adding some more orange color. Kind of spread the colors out all over the page. I did that with the picture that I called Colored Rulers. That was a fun one. And some more black. And some red. I was inspired by Salish artwork. Lots of Salish artwork in Victoria, BC, where I live. And adding some more red and gold. Can't go wrong with using the color gold. Add some more black. I see I missed one spot. And some blue metallic. And it's coming together, almost done. I want to say thank you for watching the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification button so you get a new video every time they come out. And I put one out every Monday. And please like. And we'll see you in the next video.